I recently rewatched Mitten Squad's idolized challenge and thought it'd be fun to try to do the opposite. It was not fun at all. This challenge is probably the most aggravating challenge I've done yet, even more than my unreleased challenge where every NPC can do melee or unarmed attacks. As you'll see later, I crashed out a few times just trying to get to certain locations. Anyway, let's start the challenge. I wake up in the doctor's house as per usual, name my character Mistress Phantom, and make my way to the vigor tester to see how special I really am. If anybody recognizes that name, you're a person of culture as well. For my stats, I dumped charisma and perception as they'll be useless in a few minutes. Maxed endurance to get the most health possible, and the rest you can see on screen. I also tagged guns, medicine, and survival for obvious reasons. Skilled and triggered disciplined are now my traits. After passing the medicine speed check to give me healing items from the good doctor, I make my way outside. I manually type in the ref ID for each faction and subtract 100 from the total, bringing my standing to vilify with all factions. Now there is a certain way of doing this properly. I did not do that when using these commands. I have no idea how to make each NPC attack me on sight, so right now I am at max villainy with good springs, but they do not yet attack me. If anybody knows how to make this work properly, please let me know in the comment section below. After verifying that all factions hate me, I make my way back inside the house to do to the doctor what Benny did to me. After putting the doctor 6 feet in the ground, I make my way to the swinging doors to the saloon. I meet my second victim, Sunny Smiles, and after conversing with her, I attempt to do her in as well. This does not go smoothly. No, it does not go smoothly at all. I am sent straight to the devil same day shipping. After many attempts, I succeed in killing every settler in Good Springs. On my way to Prim, I continue my spree, decreasing the local powder ganger population by a few degrees, accidentally striking Victor as well. I just run away from the scene and follow the train tracks to Prim. At this point, things have gone as smoothly as they can be with my limited supplies and all that. However, this run is about to take a very dark turn. As I pop my head over the ridge, I notice a very concerningly large group of heavily armed vigilantes. This is not normal. No, this is from a mod, I'm sure of it. As you can see, I have many mods installed, all which will be listed in the description below. With dwindling healing supplies, I realized I am f***ed. I hit the legs and try to outrun them. They kill me so many times. So many goddamn times. I should have known that having over 200 mods would make the challenge so unfathomably difficult. But at this point, I started to get really irritated. I crashed out very hard, slamming my fist into the desk multiple times. True story, I did that once so hard I got a microfracture in my wrist. After roughly 20 minutes of fighting, I managed to hide behind a building, hoping and praying they go away. Something happens though. All but one die fighting something. I am unfathomably relieved. I'm exhausted. I quit the game and go to bed at 6 PM, sleeping 9 hours. Back in the game, after not touching it for a few days, I realize I am at Mitten and I missed my chance to kill Lopez. Normally this wouldn't be a problem, but this challenge is supposed to be about all the factions gunning me down the first chance they can. Not to worry, the game will soon punish me for this. Still running low on healing supplies, and with most of my limbs crippled, I look for supplies in a town hall. All I find are a bunch of hostile Legion mongrels. I waste more ammo than it's worth, and I don't even find the doctor's bag, so I leave. While I was in the area, I meet up with Boxcars in an attempt to put him out of his misery. Failing to do so in the first shot, he gets up out of his chair and lunges at me, proving he's not crippled at all. I also kill Oliver Swanwick after I leave. With no real goal in mind, I aimlessly wander the desert hoping to come across the doctor's bag. I eventually stumble across Bradley's shack where a few Jackal gang members are waiting outside. I have not complained about it yet, so let me do so here. Having broken arms is not very fun. I am in spitting distance of an enemy, I can't hit them. The answer to all my problems is just to turn off hardcore mode, but I refuse to do that. I am as stubborn as I am stupid. Oh, and to make matters worse, after resting a few hours, I am jumped by another 4 or 5 jackals as soon as I step outside. What fun. Not so far up the hill, I find myself face to face with a few Legion explorers. They all have hunting rifles that I want. I struggled to kill them as my broken arms forced me to miss shot after shot. I eventually do succeed though, thanks to large parts of my grenade rifle I found inside the shack. Moving onwards, I get swarmed by ghouls. I'm into recording session 2 now and I haven't even crashed out yet, with these ghouls rip and tear at my flesh. I hate saying it, but I just run away in search of a safer location to hide. Remember when I said that not killing Volpes will result in terrible things? Well, it seems that someone has sent a messenger to Kaiser because the Legion hit squad's now after me, and they kill me damn near instantly just after letting me know I've been marked for death. The second time around, I just fast traveled to Good Springs to see if I can't make a doctor's bag for myself. Since I was in the area, I attempted to head straight to New Vegas. I get as far as the makeshift Great Khan camp before getting stung by a cazador. In a panic, I forget about the antivenom in my pocket. I tried going this way a few times before just giving up. With my concussion is still as prevalent as ever, I'm making my way to the NCR outpost. Having so much negative karma will be the end of me once I get close to it. Or so I thought, at least. Turns out they don't give a damn and just let an outlaw such as myself just waltz right into the main building. This will be their undoing. I crouch, quick save, and start firing away. This will be a long and brutal battle as I die many times here. Eventually I found myself atop the outpost with just 2 hit points of health remaining. Seems the barracks didn't hear anything though, because after clearing the HQ, bloodied and low on health, I entered the barracks and no one gives a shit. Perfect time for me to start the fighting all over again. After about 20 minutes or so, I survived the fighting and the outpost is cleared of all NCR soldiers. You'd think I'd be shot on sight by now, but for some bizarre reason, I gained reputation in the process of going down the entire outpost. I just sit there staring at my screen wondering what the f is going on. You saw my reputation at the beginning of the game. It was beyond 100% infamy. Not even Sergeant Kilborn knows I slaughtered all of his friends. After killing a merchant further down the hill for not selling any doctor's bags, I get jumped by Malcolm Holmes. I tell him to never talk to me again and make sure he doesn't in his next life. Skipping ahead, I clear out the highway patrol of jackals. I pray to God they have something useful inside. It seems my luck is finally turning around though, as I find 2 hydras on the table. I'm ecstatic. Yes, I do realize I missed that med box behind the door. I'll be back for that later, I promise. After returning to the med box I missed, I grab the stim packs and make my way to Prim. This is a very murder-heavy run, so naturally I intend to slaughter everyone at the casino. They will get what they probably don't deserve. Some random resident is the first to go, followed by Ruby Nash. The last to go is the one and only Prim Stim, who does not go down easily. Since I was in the area, I decided to clear out the Bison Steve Hotel. Nothing unusual happened, so I won't talk too much about it. However, when making my way to the NCR correctional facility, I get jumped again by some legionaries. In fact, not only did I get another Legion hit squad, but also another militiamen squad as well. I just hit the legs and run, taking shots at them along the way. Now at the correctional facility, I just jump the fence and hide. The battle goes about as smoothly as it can be, but I eventually succeed in killing all the inmates, after dying a good 10 or more times. With another location cleared out, I make my way along the cliffside till I reach Prim Pass, where a Deathclaw usually hangs out. Holy shit, what the f is that thing? That is a Kazaclaw, something I forgot I modded in. After running in the opposite direction, I find a few NCR recruits who surprisingly don't shoot me on sight. I take that opportunity to put a stop to their patrol. I am the Vegas crime lord according to my stats. I should be expected to do these heinous acts. After the evil deed, I make my way to Hidden Valley to see about decommissioning the Brotherhood of Steel bunker forever. Spoiler alert, I never even got inside as I couldn't find the right bunker. I do gain a lot of experience from killing bark scorpions though. Further along my route to the strip, I get ambushed by a pack of Deathclaws, dying several times trying to outrun them. I take shelter in the old Repcon office. I don't do a lot here, but I do snag the Q35 matter modulator. One of the millions of mods I have broke the texture. I don't plan on fixing it as it's actually pretty useless for me. Weighs about 7 pounds and the projectile is laughably slow. I know its critical chance is high, but the weight outweighs the usefulness. I do, however, use it on some NCR troopers inside Camp McCarran. I try to fight all of the troopers, but I just get my ass handed to me several times by some of the named troopers. So I try again, and die many times to do. I eventually take shelter inside the building and wait till they forget about me. A paragraph ago I said I don't use the minor modulator, but it turns out in close quarters combat it's pretty effective. I melt every soldier in that building before taking the monorail to the strip. At the strip I start melting all the soldiers inside the concourse. This weapon's a beast. I take back what I said about being useless. After meeting with Victor, I make my way to Courier. I intend to slaughter everyone inside and it doesn't go too bad. I only have to reload a few saves. I won't bore you with 30 minutes of footage, but just know there's not a living soul in that casino now. It is no surprise that the strip hates me now. I flee the strip and take refuge at the Silver Rush where I'll hatch the next part of my plan. My metal armor has been broken for so long and I was getting by on a merc outfit. After getting fitted with a shiny new suit of black combat armor, I swiftly take out Simon, then Delta out of there. After killing everything I moved in Freeside, I had yet to clear out the King's headquarters. I started with the guy outside before heading inside. As you probably imagined by now, I died many times here. But each time I died, another 3 gang members were dead, so I had still made progress. After that bloodbath, I turned my sights to the tops where Benny can be found. I go in guns blazing and absolutely slaughter everyone I died. I had to use a stealth blade to sneak past the guards and hide in a corner. After quickly dispatching of Benny, I grab the platinum chip and do the usual song and dance of clearing out the remaining bodyguards, as well as everyone else in the casino. I meet up with Yes Man for what should be obvious reasons, and after a brief conversation, I leave the tops to kill Mr. House, but not before killing Lopez. I don't even do anything special to Mr. House, I just put a 357 round into his chest and leave. After installing Yes Man into the mainframe, I'm tasked with heading to the fort. On my way to the fort, I get sidetracked by the farmers and soldiers at the NCR sharecropper farm. One farmer comes running at me and I swiftly put her down. Then I use my sniper rifle and I take out the rest of the soldiers guarding the place. Further along my route, I get sidetracked again and decide to break into Aerotech Office Park. It's here where I try to fix the broken textures in my modulator, but even a mod can't fix it. I also add new textures to my sniper rifle. I should mention it's also around this time that the NCR citizens and soldiers really don't like me and are starting to shoot me on sight. Not to worry, my riot shotgun makes quick work of all of them. When leaving, however, I get ambushed by a group of very angry Omerta thugs. Not even my shotgun can take him down in one shot. It gets worse though, as it turns out Sony Ovest is also ambushing me with his group of gang members too. Further along my route, I end up with a Grub and Gulp rest stop where I take out Lupe from a distance then Fitz. However, when investigating the rest stop, I get ambushed by a group of NCR Rangers. Some of them are in power armor. I leg it to a nearby cliff where they will lose sight of me. From there I start sniping them until only a few remain. I eventually find myself atop of Followers Outpost, where inside are doctors that won't sell me anything. I killed them for that. After my slaughter, I realized that 180 trading post was just nearby. I decided to get Veronica as my companion and get myself out into the Brotherhood of Steel bunker. Luckily, she didn't see through my lies and decided to help me. Veronica made it easy to infiltrate the bunker, even with my NCR Ranger armor. I easily lifted the keys from those who carry them, and it's a good thing I did so because when setting the self-destruct sequence, they seemingly locked all the doors in front of me. I eventually made it out, trapping Veronica inside. This would turn out to be a huge mistake, as not 2 minutes later I come face to face with a group of very angry Brotherhood of Steel soldiers. I just sit here dying over and over and over, contemplating if this was ever worth it. I give up. I failed. I failed to complete Fallout New Vegas while hated by every faction because of the mods I've installed. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be back in the next one.